30 years ago, the snowboard was just starting to take off in ski resorts around America. With the ambition of Jake Burton, a man who took the idea of a snowfer, a children's toy, and reinvented it to what is now the modern snowboard. He combined this with a degree in economics from New York University and built a company that would now be known as the biggest snowboard equipment provider in the world. Snowboarding attracted the skateboard crowd in the late 80s and 90s, and so the typical snowboarder's image was of a laid-back alternative teenager in baggy pants, being rather rebellious and often misunderstood as rude, as they had no concept of alpine etiquette. Ski fields around the world in the early 90s. Today, snowboards are outselling skis around the world per Ski Industry Australia's figures, and the sport has seen a remarkable shift from the alternative teenager that was the average snowboarder in the early 90s to now a diverse range of people who snowboard, being anywhere from 10 years old to 60 years old, strapping into their boards and riding the mountain. This has resulted in there only being a handful of resorts in the world that are only available to skiers. This change has mainly been due to the ski resorts realizing the major increase in lift ticket sales that were available by letting boarders onto the mountain. In 1997, snowboarders was considered the savior of the ski industry, with the president of the National Ski Areas Association in the United States claiming the industry would have suffered a severe contraction without the induction of the sport. It was at this point that the sport was entered in the Winter Olympic Games in Nagano, Japan in 1998, and in just 3 Winter Olympics became the most watched sport on the whole program in the Winter Olympic Games in 2010 in Whistler, Canada. Snowboarding events took up 53% of the Sochi coverage, and the Games finally saw an increase in viewership from 1.8 billion to 2.1 billion. The increase in interest in the Olympic Games can also be correlated with the increase in attendance to ski resorts across the US, with the figure jumping from 54 million in the 2001-2002 season up to 60.5 million in the 2010 to 2011 season. Not only does this 10% increase affect lift tickets, but it also affects snow tourism businesses such as retail and hospitality in snow towns, which ultimately affects the snow industry positively. Not only has snowboarding positively affected the snow industry, but it has also benefited the ski industry and made it more appealing to younger crowds by using some of the technology which advanced snowboards in the production of skis. These changes make skiing more enjoyable, with giving skiing the main benefit of snowboarding with the ability to carve through the snow with shorter, more streamlined, lighter skis. The reinvention of skiing can be linked back to the introduction of snowboarding. Snowboarding's change in culture to become more of a business and an alternate. Not only has snowboarding positively affected the snow industry, but it has also benefited the ski industry and made it more appealing to younger crowds by using some of the technology which advanced snowboards in the production of skis. These changes make skiing more enjoyable, with giving skiing the main benefit of snowboarding with the ability to carve through the snow with shorter, more streamlined, lighter skis. The reinvention of skiing can be linked back to the introduction of snowboarding. Snowboarding's change in culture to become more of a business and an alternate